A former time drug addict and now counselor is here to share his story with us. Robert Tacco Sawan is from Alberta's Lesser Slave Lake region.
I was a heroin addict for about 27 years, off and on. 27 years. This last time was 9.5 years. And I went through mega friends, lost mega friends, mega money, and done a lot of crime that I never got caught for, and lots few I got nailed for. But I tell you, it was just to support my habit. I did not own my life. The needle owned my life. The heroin owned my life. I've had, oh my God, I've had like my trip, my house, everything went in here. And I would say definitely $1 million, you know. And that is a very short, but if I was to go through my whole addiction, there would be mega bucks. Mega. I mean, I've done so many the criminal activity was really into my life. But the only way I could do that was to maintain my habit was to do things like that. Where there was a buck to be made, if I knew about it, I would be there. And I had no remorse and no conscience. It was September 29th, 96. 147 pounds, sick and tired of being sick. I had my last shot there on the 28th. I don't know how, there was a God's intervention or what. Well, I'll go see my dad. And that's how my wanting to quit came in. So I went to talk to Dad, and we really had a heart-to-heart talk to each other, you know. And then, meanwhile, just 2 days before that, I paid my rent and the whole 9 yards. And I said, you know, Dad, if I had enough money, I said, if I never paid my rent, I said, I'd go to Pound Makers. He looked at me and said, you know what, man, if you're serious, he says, spend the night, and we'll pay for your way tomorrow. Got on that bus on the 29th, and Kamloops, get to Kamloops. I'm figuring, well, I can cash in my ticket, go back, because my rent's paid for, you know, sick mind, kind of thing like that. Went out there and had a cigarette, walked up there and sat in my seat, fell asleep. And I didn't wake up until I got here on the 30th, I think. Woke up here, I phoned my dad, and my dad said, your sister's gonna come pick you up. Ayla, I haven't seen her in 9.5 years. And I've waited there about an hour and a half, 2 hours, she finally shows up, and I'm just a shell of a man. I mean, my face is hanging and everything. And I can see the hurt in my sister's eyes there. You know, I said, just take me to a detox, please. Go to ADAC. And that's when my road to hell and heaven sort of came to. 7 days I spent there. 7 days. And in the process, my sister, Marcella, who used to work for Pound Makers, phoned them and got me a bed in there. When they picked me up, there's 2 girls that went with me, Caitlin and Wendy. I was shaking, just literally shaking, because I'm thinking, okay, when I go in there, this is in the sick mind, gates are going to shut. Hey, I'm getting out. This is this fear itself was my biggest factor. I go in there, no gates shut, nothing. It was a nice place, you know. It was my first encounter with reality, in a sense. It was January, I think it was 27th in 97. I started school, and I figured I was a smart man. Like, I had quit in grade 7. I said, you know, I'll go for the aptitude test. Well, from 7 is where I'm going to be starting, figure, you know. Because I managed 2 hotels, 2 motels in my process of life there. Go take my aptitude test, find out, grade 9 math, grade 3 English. Dumber than a sack of rocks. I tell you, whoa, you know, where did these brain cells go? You know? So I got accepted, and I started from that day on. And going through Norquist, I give them big credit too. John Howard and Norquist is for putting up with my ignorance, I guess, for the knowledge I was acquiring. But then every time my teacher would ask me, okay, what do you want to be? I said, I know I'm going to be a drug and alcohol counselor, but I got to do this one day at a time. I can't tell you what's going to happen next week. I can definitely tell you what's going to happen in the next hour, because that's only how far my life goes right today. I never in a million years would ever figured I would get my grade 12, get my cap and my gown at 52 years old. You know, that was, whoa, thank you God, you know. And then that happens, I got enough credits to go to university. And I do, like they say in the meetings, you know, like, I give thanks in the morning, I'll ask for help in the morning, and I give thanks at night. When they told me, I heard that one time at a meeting, they said, I have never heard a person fail who ask for help in the morning and give thanks at night. And I said, I gotta try this.